Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back. We are here with Cricket Captain 2022 today, trying to do some rebuilding work on Derbyshire. This side has a lot of work to do. I'm not going to lie about it. This is probably my worst ever. I might even, in fact, I'd probably safely say that. This is my worst ever Cricket Captain side I've ever had. Like, normally within a couple of seasons, we see progress. We haven't seen a whole lot. We have come, here you go, last in 2022, 9th, dead last in both the Royal London Cup and the Vitality Blast. The only progress we have had is we made the quarterfinal for the first time since 2018. In fact, we didn't even make it in 2018, so I guess since the last 6 years, since ever, basically. So, it's been a while since we made the Royal London quarterfinal. We did, and we got soundly beaten, unfortunately. So there's a lot of work for us to do. That's for sure. You can actually see all the results. We've won very few games, put it that way. And we're trying to set out to try and change that from here. But welcome in, Musa, Josh, welcome. Nish as well. Hope you're doing well. We have some cutting to do. So, this is the list we've got. We're going to go through, but all the overseas players we're going to dump, except Hayden Kerr, depending on his Australian selection, which I'll just quickly check. Ben, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to check the Australian side when they last, or like when they've recently played, because, yep, not here. If I can do it over here, just to check that Ben, Hayden Kerr, it hasn't been playing. Okay, he hasn't been playing, so that's okay. How about the one-dayers? I think he was still playing for us at that stage. So, oh no. Okay, we have to be careful because Hayden Kerr did play. Okay, and in fact has played 19 games for Australia. So our chance of getting him back is really, really slim. As in his availability might be hampered moving forwards. Those stats are pretty good. He was fantastic for us this year. He really was. Look at that. Pretty good numbers across all three. T20 could have used some work, but good strike rate. Bowling was fantastic across all three, really. Could have done better, but again, honestly, look at the one-day stuff. He was pretty good. He was our best player by far. So, I'm going to have to go with that. Release the lowest rated player. The question is, what is the lowest rated player? But yes, we shall get started and see what's going to happen. So, the end of the season signals the time for renewing contracts and strengthening your squad, hopefully. You need to decide which players you want to keep and sign any new ones. Okay, thank you. It still says 100% availability for Hayden Kerr, but his price has gone up from a 27,500 to a 79,000. Oof, not that keen on that. Honestly, it's pretty clear cut for me here. Jimmy Pearson just wasn't really good enough, so we're going to let him go. Wiggins wasn't good enough for the T20s, going to let him go. Look, if I got rid of Ethan Kai, I think a lot of people would be very mad. So, he's like the one player we can't get rid of. Shreyas Iyer, 49 average. Yeah, first class. That's really good. The problem is his availability, which is not very good for me. Both Wagstaff and Goodman have had, well, Wagstaff really hasn't kicked off. And Billy was very good in the one-day stuff. He was brilliant. T20s, the 3 T20s he played, he was good as well. The problem is he's getting old, and we're really trying to focus in on that championship. That county championship. What's his money, though? But for 25,000, we could pick him up. I'm actually thinking, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to let him go. If he gets picked up, that's fine. If he doesn't, we can always come back and get him. Because he's going to go to the next round anyway. He's not like an overseas player. That's pretty easy for me. So we're cutting those two. Dennis is a tempting option. He's a decent second 11 player. Like, that T20 average is actually really good. How's the batting on that? 36 at 122. 55, 82. So yeah, he's solid sort of player. He could be decent. And in fact, the one-day stuff, he was pretty decent. First class, slow start. However, Again, he's going to go to the next round. I don't want to commit to these players if they're good and we could have got better. I want to see what the ceiling is for what's left on the market. So I'm going to let as many players go as possible. Kerr, as well, I really wouldn't want to let Kerr go, but his price has jumped up significantly. And it's changed my mind. Also, seeing that he's playing one-day internationals for Australia has kind of scared me off as well. So I don't think I'm going to pick him up. Which is a shame. He's a really good player. One player we probably would have wanted to keep. But that moves us on to the rest of the cut list. We're going to be cutting 6 domestic players who are not already out of contracts. That's a lot. It could be bad news for us. I'm hoping it's going to be good. Most of them are really inexpensive, and that's what I'm going to be banking on. So first of all, I think we're going to go with Cohen. Ooh, wow, okay, hang on. What's going on here? How's he only 82% available? What's with that? Is he playing England? Not yet. What is with that? That is an interesting one. Okay. Have to look at that. What? I think we're going to let go. I think look, we can find a better spinner. He's 27k. I think we can afford to... Actually, the one player I definitely want to cut is McKernan. Didn't use him at all. See you later. Oh, the 100. Good point, actually. He is actually currently contracted for our 100 team. The Southern Brave. He did not play. That's a good point. Thank you for pointing that out, Ben and Adam. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Very good point. Yes. Okay, you guys are right. We're going to cut Tyson. Thank you. No need. Goodbye. That's easy. On my list, I have another one of our bowlers. Mike. Is it Mike? I don't know why it's Mike. Matt Sadler. We're going to let go. Yeah, I mean, those numbers are really not what you want from any format. He showed promise at times, but he didn't deliver the goods when we needed it. And just there's something there, but it's gonna be too long, and we need to try and get something that's better than that. So we're gonna cut him. We need to be careful that we don't cut too many players. So I might be tempted to keep Watt for another season. And I think I'm going to make one more big cut. Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm going to be ruthless here. Let's get some money. We can get some players really cheap, I think. Easily, if we need. And massive upgrades on that, too. I think we're going to cut Cohen. That's going to be a nice cut there. And I think the last one I was going to make was potentially Sam Young. He just doesn't... What's his second 11 stats, though? I mean, it's not bad, but... Yeah, Ethan Hunt is one we're looking at. The thing is, he's got good second 11. But yes, other than his one-day stuff, the other two formats were barely pass marks. And yeah, the 28.9 on the first class stuff's not really what we're looking for. But he's not up for cutting yet. He's got a big salary too. So look, we'll look at it after this year, I think. He's still got a lot higher of a ceiling than a lot of other players around the place. And that's kind of what I'm looking at. Young as being one of them. And I think I'm going to just do it. I might keep Watt. Just because I feel like we've cut a lot of players there. So we're going to keep Watt. And then we'll play on. Yes. See, it's... Okay, well, we've cut a lot of players and the game's telling me you re-sign some more players. Otherwise, you're kicking out a lot. But we're doing it. Ethan Kai's back. So don't worry. Ethan Kai's locked away. Another 3 years for Ethan Kai. Job done. Now, let's see what we've got on the market. What is really interesting for us here? Ooh, hello. He's a bit old. Give you that. And current year has struggled. But Owen Morgan is technically on the market. What's his price? 36. That's something. Josh Cobb, 26-37. Has not played much at all this year. Bartlett. Good one-day stuff this year. Really good one-day stuff. Other formats, not really yet, though. Hose is playing the 100. Hasn't played other formats, though. He's not really that good in the other formats, though, either. Live is very interesting. Welcome in, Duck. Hope you're doing well. Don't worry. Ethan Kai's locked away. He's got as good a contract as you're going to get. 20 months, Duck. Thank you for the support. Crazy stuff. Tom Prest is a handy young player. Is he on this game, though? Because it's 2 years old. We have to remember that. Oh, also, I mean... Okay, there's a lot to look at. There really is. Oh, yep. Prest, he is on here. Not for good reason, though, because he didn't even play in this current year. His first 11... Oh, jeez, his second... Yeah, he's not good in this game. Tom Prest. They did not like him at this stage. They're like, no. Good question, Duck. We shall check now. Honestly, weirdly enough, our Casey Dennis, who came through our system, is one of the best young players going around. I would not have seen that coming. Although, having said that, there's some other good talent out here as well. Brownlow's averaging 40, 41. Oh, how does he do that? He had so much promise. Dropped the ball on that format. Oh, he's quite aggressive, I see. Okay, interesting. He's played games, actually. Who's he played for? Somerset. 19 and 26. Is he getting a contract at the moment? No. We've got Lucas here, who, yeah, isn't doing great. We do need to keep a big time. So that might be one of the first things we actually opt into. And there's honestly not a lot of good keeping options around the teams at the moment, which is really disappointing. Oh, dear. Imagine a new feature was you could bring players out of retirement. Oh, my goodness. As good as that would be, we've already... The only problem is Cricket Captain does not like old blokes most of the time. Like, as they get older, their performance just drops off to a point where it's like, is it really worth picking? But that would be cool. It would be kind of cool, especially for, like, James Anderson, who was doing pretty decent still. You seem to do good, but more on 23, yeah. Go to the next round, because that's when everyone's released. Yes, that's when some players are released, not everyone, though. That's the only... I think we've got to try and use this round as much as possible. Let's see. Oh, hello, people. What is this? From New Zealand, Trent Supple. Hello there. He smoked it. 74, 29, 52. He's very expensive, though. But my goodness me, does he look good. T20? Oh, he's pricey. He's pricey. Barbara Azam's in here. David Miller. What's his T20? Oh, he's... Okay, away from the 100. So that wouldn't be too bad for the T20 stuff, but that's a lot of money to pay for a T20 player. Samuel Lugg. Ravindra's on here, but again, not very available. Playing a lot of games for New Zealand. Not a whole lot, but yes, 6 games. Colin Ingram. Very, very good player in the county championship, or in the, in the English domestic system. Plays for Glamorgan. Last year, averaged 86. And 21 still decent. Current year, didn't play first class again. Did even better, 34.7 in the T20 stuff. Very cheap player as well. He's one we're going to look out for. He is quite old though, but Colin Ingram is like he's a solid, consistent performer and cheap. He's cheap. That's what I'm looking at there. But yeah, I wouldn't sign him for a full contract. Maybe a T20 is what I'm thinking now. Marcus Harris, my favorite player, of course. Good numbers, actually. 41, 33. T20 less so, but the other two formats, pretty decent. One day could use some work. 350s in a row, nearly. 149 there. 86 average, only 2 innings. Yeah. Is that... what? Did I miss that? Oh, is that for someone else? Ah, I see. Nope. Peterson... He's at the right age. This year hasn't produced a whole lot, though. He is relatively cheap. 41.5. Will Young on here. Travis Head. Steve Smith. Surprised he's actually that lower price, but he is here. Colin Monroe. Azhar Ali still going. 38. Now to the part we really care about. The keepers. The part we really care about. The keepers. We could get Cleaver, who's averaging 43? I swear in real life he's averaging 39. What happened last year? Oh my goodness me. A lot. Last year was a year to remember for Dane Cleaver, who takes off to the moon. 56, 59, 65. That's impressive to have a higher T20 average than your first class average. And it's 56. With a double century in there as well. My goodness me. And he's only 46,000. Ooh, la la. Hello, hello. He's not the best player in the world, though. I've never found him to be the best, the best domestic player, but I think he's better than Jimmy Pearson by a good margin, too. That's like 10 runs right there. In fact, you can see right here, it is a 10-run margin between him and Jimmy Pearson. For only 15k more. Potential. We need a keeper, that's the only reason why. We've got Rizwan on here. Klaassen. Chandamal. Availability's a little down. Kushal Pereira. He's got a good first-class average, actually. He scored 336. Goodness. Fair enough. Last year. Didn't play any T20s. Current year. Hasn't played at all. Very bizarre again. Zimbabwe. You've got Wiggins. Josh Philippe. Very good T20 player. Current year. He's playing a lot for Australia, actually, though. Hasn't had a good time of it either, mind you. Yep, Josh Philippe. Oh my gosh. The Australians all want to come play in England. It's crazy. Stoinis, Marsh, Maxwell. There's just not a lot of availability for most of them, though. Stoinis... Oh, it's too expensive again. We're looking... Philippe would be okay, 42. It's within our price range. Pearson, we're not going to go for. Especially from what he gave us last season. Which is... Nope, this is this current year. Not great. Not great. What else have we got? Kerr, obviously. He's on the list, so that's good. He stayed on the list. Chris Green. Playing the 100, but cheap as. Oh, playing CPL, actually. He's so cheap. I think I've found in the past that he just doesn't have availability, though. Pat Cummins for 56,000. You've got to be kidding me. But there's no way he's available, right? Mitch Stark, Josh Hayes. This list is crazy. Dan Adam. Okay, give me those second 11s. Oh, yes. Yes. I think I found him. I think I found the player I want. Oh, he's disgusting. For 42,000. Yes. We found it. Dan Adam from Otago is amazing. 20 years old. Not yet in New Zealand. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I found him. Okay, well, we're going to earmark Adam for sure. He is broken. Look at this bowling. He averages 15, going at 6.5s. 17 going at 4.14. And has... Oh, yes. That's good. Yes. Okay, that's exactly what we want. Thank you. Like, it would be nice to... Look, I'd love to... Part of me is saying that we should go for, like, you know, Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood type stuff. Okay, Hazelwood's a bit expensive, but like Cummins. The least expensive, but easily one of the best of these three here. The only problem is availability. He is going to be away for internationals. You cannot guarantee that he's going to be there for the whole season. But you know who I can pretty much guarantee is going to be there the whole season? Dan Adam. He's not part of New Zealand. New Zealand have no reason to pick him right now. He's only played a handful of games. And he's cheap. And he's really, really good across every format. So I'm going to just push main. We're not going to push yes on it for now. But honestly, it's going to be hard to beat that. Because that is amazing. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Let's keep going around. Ooh, okay. Pothas? Oh my gosh, he's even better! There's no way! He averages 10? You're kidding me! How are we finding players like this? What is going on? How do you average that low? And he's averaging 25 with the bat. What is going on? This game might just be gifting me some soft balls here. Oh my gosh. Just lobbing it up for me to hit out the park. This is crazy stuff. 13.6. What is going on? That is crazy. Honestly, he's going to be our reserve, I think. Like, it means if Dan Adams out, he just comes in. I think that's actually really good. I could sign him. I very well could. I'm not sure I want to sign him only as a T20 player, though. And I don't know if I want to lock in both my overseas players as bowlers. Ideally, I have something else. He is actually quite expensive. He takes wickets, though. So I'm not going to be too worried about it. I think we're going to definitely get him, though. It's just going to matter of what I want to do with him at this stage. So that's fine. Okay, we'll earmark him. That's crazy. I cannot believe the game's gifted me that one. At what, 26,000 as well? Oh, it's great stuff. That's kind of what I want to go into these sort of contract periods looking for. Muhammad Amir, he's a little bit, I say he's a little bit old. He's only 31. It's crazy. Current year? Struggling. Oof. Tough stuff. Lockie Ferguson. How's Lockie doing this year? He's okay. T20's good, though. Good average. And a good strike, good economy. Under 7's really good. One day stuff could use work, but not too bad. Seen worse seasons. Jimmy Paddo. What's going on here? Who's decided that he can only play 2 games this year? Unbelievable. He's playing seconds? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Simmons from South Africa. I've actually seen a little bit. Is he from South Africa? He is, yeah. I've seen a little bit of him, actually, over on Cricket Captain 2024. Hasn't played much this year, though. Harris Ralph, of course. And Marco Jansen. Oof, he's expensive. He's put down as a bowler, but he definitely can bat. I say can. Can is, roughly. What? He's not playing South Africa. Interesting. Honestly, choices are pretty simple here, I think. Simmons would be a decent spin bowler, though. But he hasn't played much. Yeah, he hasn't played much yet. So I honestly think it's pretty straightforward here, what we do with Adam. The only downside is that we're going to have some good seamers. Like, our seam attack's really set. But maybe that's actually a good thing. We bring him in, set up shop, seam bowlers, tick. Thank you. Next. All right, I think that's one area covered. Let's just scroll down. What else have we got going on? Who else have we got on the list? Honestly, it looks like Billy might be one of the best picks on here. So we should probably end up getting him back, especially for just 25,000. But maybe we'd only get him for a 2-year contract. 1 or 2 years, not go 3, because he is getting old. Yeah, that's true, Rahman. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I live by that as well. So I'm not complaining about it. I'm going to do it. I just don't want to have too many seamers, but because I actually cut a couple, we've got some room, easily. Not a problem. He can walk into this team. The question is, I've now got to try and level it out, make sure my batting's okay at best. Or, you know, good at best. It's not going to ever be the best, but we just want to have it be good enough to kind of hold its own. Current year for Adam Live? Ooh, jeez, that is a struggle. His first class is actually really good. His other two formats, mainly his T20, was poor. Really poor. Year before, he was much better. Much more all-rounded. And he's probably getting on is the one question we might have about him. These keepers are our next thing. We need to find a keeper. Currently, literally no one in the team can hold the gloves. Bit of a bad thing for us. So, which keeper's the best? It is telling me right now. So you got Ollie Carter. Actually, let's just cut straight to the chase. Current year, who's averaging best? What's going on? How do half these keepers not playing? I guess there might be fringe players possible. Actually, having thought about it, we might leave that till next round anyway. Because a lot more, like, a couple of keepers could get chucked back into this pool here. So we're probably going to leave that problem until the next round. I think Dennis might be the best bet here. Adamson's not bad either. He's 18, going 44, 48, 30. He's okay. It's not great. Brownlow's so crazy in a couple of formats and then drops off the other one. He has played. Hasn't really lit the world on fire. Aggressive, though. Good strike rate. Just doesn't look like... He looks like a bit of a bad Finn Allen. And, yeah, New Zealand fans will know what that means. 27 versus these guys are a lot higher, isn't it? 37 for Robbie White, who still only averages 24, 23. Cracknell? 10? 33, 22. Okay, yeah. So we're going to be looking for another keeper outside that then. Al McNerney's on this list, but we're not going to look at him. A bad Finn Allen sounds scary. Yeah, you don't want a bad Finn Allen, I'll tell you that much. A bad Finn Allen is not one you want to sign. Garton is tempting, I have to say. He's always been one that... Like, he's never great, but he's left armor. He bats a bit. He offers you a point of difference. I mean, we've signed him for the Southern Brave side. At the moment, the current year, though, he has struggled. Especially if you look at, like, the 100. He went at 10s. Which was a problem. Yeah, even in the county championship, he struggled, so maybe not. It's hard. It's hard to judge all-rounders because they are going to be like that. They're going to be poor in some areas just because that's what they are. They kind of do a bit of everything, and therefore are never great at anything. 23-34 current year. 24-34. So about the same. Welcome in, Riley. Hope you're doing well. So maybe we'll skip the all-rounders for now. We'll come back. Plenty of options. Garton's... Yeah, I don't think there's a rush on that. Let's check the bowlers out. Oh, well, I'm also going on second limit 3-day right now rather than first class. So 30's okay for an average of a pace bowler. I don't even want to judge that 28 from Reese. Like, he gets lucky. He gets 3 at 29, but he barely bowls. Like, he's not... Like, if I bowled him, he'd be closer to 35, 36, 37. He's not that good a bowler. There are actually some uncapped players on this side of the list, because what happens is the youth players from here get actually pushed to the domestic system if they're old enough. Or, like Glenn here, because the game decides why not. I don't know what's going on with that, but... Oh, no. Oh, no, he ruined it for me. I thought he was going to... I thought he... Like, the games are here, you know. I thought it's an entity, the game. Thought the game was going to chuck me up Donald Bouchard here, who I thought was going to be good. Good 3-day average, but really not great the others. 1-year contract, test him? I could. We'll come back. So Glenn is the other one, I think. Who else doesn't have first class games? Mooney got 1. press 2. Glenn got none. 3-day, 44, 48. Okay. 35s. It's just the drop-off. Oh, the drop-off's too big. That's a shame. That is a real shame. He might be he might just be a test player, bad limited overs. Yeah, it's possible. It is first class cricket season. Redbacks are 7 for 120 or 227. They could never bat the Redbacks. It's a shame. It's a shame the Redbacks have just never really kicked off and been good, but that's alright. Has Lampard played much? Sorry, what? Why is this guy being released? Who decided to release this? 30? Okay. Bam, pass mark. 38's great. 24? Good. Strike rate of 139. Makes that 24 much better. Plus, 19 years of age. What? This kid's just come out and started whacking it. And has an average of 50, 35, and 36. That T20 average is pretty good too. He's very expensive though. A little too costly for me right now. So I'm going to look at him later though. I think that's something to look at as well. Lampard, okay. Let's go to the bowlers then. Let's take a look at the bowlers. What have we got down here? So, Payne, 29. What's he done this year? 29, 21. Expensive, but wicket taking. Helped Gloucester this year win the Blast. It's been a long drought for the Redbacks. Have not won the Shield since 1990s. Oh, that's crazy. They're kind of like the Otago Volts for me, the Redbacks. Like, they just haven't really been, I don't know, given the same players, I guess. Oh, 34. Oof. Oh, how do the numbers get higher? Okay, well, Barnwell is a nope. It's one of the easiest no's I've ever had to say. Sullivan? Josh Sullivan. 24-22. It's not terrible. 24, 28, 22. Not better than Ethan Kai. Not needed. Root finally overtook Alistair Cook. That's awesome. Span, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yep. Good to be back. We've got some big decisions to make here today, to be honest. So I'm trying to go through. I did actually see Lenham. Archie Lenham, right? I saw him on Cricket Captain 2024 playing for England. So there you go. Hasn't played a game this year, though. Weirdly enough. Different games, different things happen, I suppose. What's his second 11 like? 34. Yikes. But you never know. One day the Redbacks might win it again. Oh, I'm sure one day. But yeah, it doesn't feel like they're close at the moment, does it? Unfortunately. Good championship for Jack Carson. Okay, one days. You'd accept that. T20s, yeah, still actually acceptable, technically. How much is he? 36 is a little bit much. You got Sean, is that Sean Hunt? Yes. 37. 31. Yeah, no. Don't mess with that. So, Tymal Mills here is only really good for the T20s. He's okay in the other things. He did have a pretty good year, though, right? He did have a great year for the T20s, though. He was amazing. So, it's possible, but we don't want to give him really too much... don't want to give him a full contract, but he could be tempting. If the price dropped on him, he would be tempting, I think. 57's a little bit much, though, for the other two formats. Claasen's very good. 34, 25, 24. 30, 26, 20. Yep. Good left arm option. 53. Again, a lot of money, though. So, I think we could end up... I don't know what we're going to do, actually. Like, final decisions. Haven't really got closer to that. I mean, 54... is the best youngster we've seen going around. Really. Which is odd enough, because You wouldn't think he's all that crazy, but I've got to say, who's he playing for? Middlesex. Joe Cracknell's actually not bad. Much, much better than we've seen for, like, from our keepers, for sure. Like Pearson, etc. Abijay, welcome. Hope you're doing well. First class cricket in Australia in October is kind of bad because in New South Wales it rains and bad light. Yeah. I mean, right now it's kind of surprising in New Zealand, like, still getting used to the idea that, like, 7:30 is, like, still actually light out. Like, what's going on? Should be dark. But, daylight savings has kicked in now. Good times. Buck. Nathan Buck. Averaging 19.24. Ruined it. How dare you? Yeah, and that reflects. Whoa. Hold the phones on here. 14, 15. These two are actually really decent. Can we spare 50k on a good lefty? Good left armor? Give me current year on those two. 29.30. Okay, give me more. 2.84 and over, 3.69 and over. One dayers. You didn't play much, Klaassen. Expensive. Oh, wait. And Payne didn't play at all. T20s then? Oh, sorry, not second limit, sorry. What normal games? Have I gone through normal games? Yeah, okay. 29, 30. One dayers. Okay, yep, that was, I did click the right thing. T20s then. 21, 20. Oh, 9 and 8. 9.82. That's tough. Tough going. But that's way above his career record. AKA, he's actually not as bad as that. So I'm tempted to go for one of these two. Payne or Klaassen. Having said that, we do also have, of course, coming in. Adam. Also, really quickly, I'm going to actually do this. Bump up my youth to 40. I think that could end up being quite vital moving forwards because we want to try and actually have more youth players under our system if we can. Yeah, I think I would agree, Riley, but it sounds like they've played a lot of cricket with the England tour that just happened, so I think a few of them are resting because of that. I think, yeah, Bouchard might be the best bet we've got. He's cheap. We're not going to notice 19,000 really deplete from our list. And he could be a good first-class player. And he might be a decent, like 34's okay. Yeah, I don't know. He's cheap. I think I can afford to take a punt on him. The only thing is, I don't know who else is going to come on this list, though. That's what I'm scared of. I'm not scared of this round. I've only signed Adam, Duck. I'm scared of actually signing people because I don't know what's coming in the next round. I might actually just skip through. And just see what's coming next. And then decide from there. Ugh, the drop off again. That's just so frustrating. 27, 36, 20. So that's okay from Lucas. Yeah, I agree, yeah. So maybe what we do is we'll come back to him. And we will maybe just move on to the next round and see what happens. And then see from there. Also, Adam Lythe might actually be a decent signing, having looked around. Because, yes, he's getting old, but he can still just chip in. At 31k, like, that might just be a decent one-year contract on offer here. But we'll have a look. I think we might just flick through. Sign him for 1 year, you reckon? Watch his price just triple. He's going to have a great season and watch his price just triple. And I'll just be like, no. I could sign it for 2, maybe. And then at least I've got an extra season at 21. Or at 19 if he does really good. I'll sign him at 2. Okay, let's try that. We'll bring him along for a couple of years. See how he goes. We can just cut him for, 9.5k or whatever it is to, cut him. And we'll move on. Okay, let's see what we've got then. Brilliant. Adam's on board. That in itself is brilliant. Very happy with that. I will scroll through these signings. You tell me if you see anything crazy. Oh, Garton's gone. Damn. Fair enough. Otherwise, if not... Oh, Martis going to Gloucester. Tom Carson? Or is that a different player? The one we're looking at. Not entirely sure. Kieran Carson. Different player, of course. Northeast. Okay. Oh, Roundtree. Oh, that's the one I was looking at too, Jack Carson. Yeah, Jack Carson was okay. It wasn't great. Boomer to Yorkshire. Yeah, that's crazy. Welcome in, Noob. Hope you're doing well. You have a question? What is it about? LeBron. LeBron. That's Lyndon James, not LeBron James. Yeah. It's Lyndon James. Don't get excited. Ross Wiley. Okay. G. Williamson. Next one. You never know. Not as good as Kane, of course. Just trying to look around. What else? Okay. Oh, Clarkson's gone. Damn. Lost both left armers, I think. That's okay. I mean, we've got a good right armor. That did help. Okay, they've gone AJ Ty. Herrera. Herrera's back for Durham. He's really good in this game, Herrera. Betting him. Kane Williamson playing for Lancashire. I think that's Mickey Lewis from West Indies. Lancashire, okay. Luke Wood. Jeez, we're still going too. That's how many teams and players have been signed here. Which means we will actually get quite a... Oh, Antimal's gone. Okay, that's okay. They were paying 57 basically for just his T20 stuff. We couldn't really pay that. Jamie Smith. Sari's basically just going to sign everyone who's good. Let's be real. They've got a lot of money. There's 2 Russells. There's 2 A. Russells. What's going on here? Northern signed 2 A. Russells. Okay. I'm assuming they're different players. Otherwise, Andre Russell's found a way to clone himself and sign himself for the same team. That would be something. Oh, no, you can't. He doesn't have a twin. Andy Russell. Can you tell me which modes are offline in Cricket 24? I assume just play now, competition, and career mode, I think. But I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Who do you think is the all-time best cricket batter? The Don played on uncovered pitches. He was pretty good. He was like also 3 times as Nick. He was basically 3 times as good as the second best batter at the time. So yeah, one of them is Alex Russell. Oh, okay, thank you. So this is Leicester. Rehan Ahmed, of course. Ian Cobain. Peter Milan, Hanscom. Oh, Morgan did get picked up by Middlesex. Worcester. Okay. And then obviously we had 2. All right, so... Well, hey, hello. This list got full. Oh, they were let Fogden go. And he's really good. Oh, no, they want him. I think we've got to up him. We've got to up. No. Fogden. Fogden. You really want to come to Derby. You really want to come to Derby. 22.5. 22.5. He's a backup keeper if we need him. More importantly, his stats are good. I know, they're lowballing him. Yeah. We're sending in a good offer. Sending in 3k more. for 3 years. I'm just saying. 52. That's better than Dennis. That's the best on this list by a good margin too. And he's got a good one-day average. Even better. Like 6 runs improvement on Dennis. He's very defensive though, so his T20 probably isn't going to be great. Like his strike rate's what, 100? What? What do you mean? He's very defensive. His strike rate's 145. Sorry, what? You cannot claim that's a slow strike rate. Are you serious? Crazy. I didn't see any good bowlers, no. Let's take a look. I don't think so. 23, 20, 27. Okay, Pears is okay. He hasn't played much, but averaging 20, this age of 21. Okay. Okay, I'm changing my mind. We're backing up the truck, people. 17. These two are actually decent. He's left armor, which really counts for his favor, but he averaged... Oh, 19. Like, okay, he got slapped. He didn't even get slapped. He just didn't take that many wickets in the one-days. He didn't get slapped, though. Under sixes, we're talking about 21-year-old who's taken 27 wickets at 20. Next Pat Cummins. And he can bat. Cha-ching. Oh, no, not again. Oh, no. Okay, we've got to put the offers up, people. If we want the good youth players, we have to put some good offers in. 26 on that one. Jeepers. What's going on? Okay, so some more players have entered on this list. We're not going to care too much, actually, about them. Left arm might be good, though. Yes. Is he getting contracts? Yes. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, my gosh. We've got... Okay. We don't have to click next. Okay, there's a... Okay. This list just tripled in size. Oh, my gosh. Let's go back through the list again. So David Warner's on here. Again, I'm not going to pick most of these players up, but just to have a, browse around. Tim David is broken in this game. They thought he was obviously the next best thing because 121 at first class, 65 at one days. David Warner. Rusty van der Dusen. No one else that different, actually, other than that. Hey, Janama Milan! What's he doing here? Oh my gosh, his price is huge. We could never pick him up, but wow, that's awesome. Janama Milan is going crazy good. This year? Oh, he's been pretty good. That's fair enough. 36, 38, 45. My new favorite player, Janama Milan. Oh, it's gone. That's a shame. It's good that he's getting a good price. I mean, it shows that whenever I got him on the South African series, what a good pickup that was. I forgot to mention that Shipley's on this list. How's he going? He's going okay. Could do better. Could do worse. Could do worse for that. .180 strike rate at 45 average at 20 overs is crazy. It is crazy, yeah. Who was that? Oh, that was Milan. Yeah. That's bonkers. Yeah. Test cricket, you rate 9.8 out of 10. Well, that's pretty high. Shoutout Khan? Ooh, hello. Current year. He's done okay. Again, could do worse, could do better. I think that's pretty decent. Just as a... I'm just looking around again. That's interesting. Hayden Kerr's still on this list. No one picks him up because his price is way too high for anybody's liking. At least from my point of view. No one picking Stark or Cummins or Hazelwood. Nope. Again, we're just not really at that stage right now to be able to go for those players. We've got Shamar Holder is on this list. Oh, wow. There's a few other bowlers, too. You've got Buren Hendricks, who averages 24, 32, 22. Current year. Hasn't played much, though, and is a little old, but he's on there. Rabada for just 55. Oh, is he getting offered a T20 contract? Yeah, he's getting offered a T20 contract. I was like, there's no way they're lowballing him that much. But nah, it's just T20s. They're signing him on for T20s. Fair enough. Pat Cummins for trophies? Yeah, true, but it is a decent amount of money, and we've already signed, like, Pat Cummins 2.0 at, like, a little bit cheaper. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. This list just got a whole lot bigger, as we've mentioned. Thomas is on here. We have just 41, 31, 26. That's okay. Who else has not played? Yeah, Pothas was crazy. Yep. So Pothas is still on our list. I think Glenn was the other one, right? 44's okay. 35, yeah, decent. 26. Nothing too crazy to write home about, but not too bad. Weaver. Gary Balance. Dearden. Okay, he's getting picked up. Alex Hales. Whoa! There's a massive bidding war for Alex Hales. Essex started at 48. Now Notts have gone up to 60, and Northern's up to 63. Alistair Cook is off contract, getting 38k, 38.5. And he did pretty good. He did really good. So that's tempting, but he is oldish, though, but yes. Lyther's being left alone. Fascinating. Josh DeCares. 35, 36, 54. Ollie Robinson. Oh, yeah, he's getting bought up. George Lavelle. Sam Bates. I honestly have never heard of Sam Bates. Okay, right. But they're not picking up any of the original keepers. No. You finally won the World Test Championship with the West Indies in Cricket Captain 2022. How long did that take you to do? Like, how many years was that? Gary Balance? An OG Cricket Captain GOAT? Oh, actually, I remember. Yeah, I've seen some old... I remember old save files where he was good, yeah. 32-36 there for Donathy. Nash and Alton. 39-34. Laws Banton. Oof, they cannot bowl. That is bad. 50. 41. Yeah, Ollie Robinson, first choice keeper. For Kent, I think that's what they're looking at. I think he opens, apparently, in this game. 30, 28, 18 this year. It's pretty average, really, but yep. They're well... Apparently, Kent are like, yep, I'm happy to do that. So, yeah. Who better, Alistair Cook or Don Bradman? It's hard to beat Don Bradman, I'll put it that way. But Alistair Cook was one of the finest openers you will see. Because that's a record that speaks for itself, really. Reaching 45 in test matches is really good. So, down the list here then. See, Sadler had an average second limit 3-day. Why did I go for him? Oh, he's really, really marginal. I don't know why I didn't see that. Disappointing. And you lost 2 in a row to Sri Lanka. Damn. Oh, 2031. That's actually not bad. 9 years? I feel like that's actually not bad. Warner's quite underrated. I actually didn't think so. I think enough people rate Warner for him to be fairly rated, I think. Maybe not enough Australians like him. I don't know. Not entirely sure. His stats speak for himself, though. You got a Cricket Captain 2015 save on your phone? Oh, yeah. He would have been good back then, yeah. So who else has good stats on this list that I can see second limit-wise? Or just let's go first class. So Sale is new. 25. No. 27. Okay, that's a no-go. Danny Briggs is always someone interesting because he's decent. Oh, it's a steal for Gus Atkinson, isn't it? Oh, he's actually not quite that good in this game at the moment, though. He's really not that good. So, what did he do this year? Gus Atkinson. Nothing. Really nothing. Fair enough, then. Okay. Different times. Jake Ball. Brandon Glover. Mason Crane. Now, I have to say, Mason Crane's one person I'd be actually really tempted to fight for. He's really reliable. You can see that in real life. Glamorgan got him on loan and then actually stole him away from Hampshire. He's really good, I feel. Or at least, he's so good because he's so young. That's the crazy thing about him. How much? I'd be tempted to pay that. He's a good spinner across all 3 formats. And him and Ethan Kai could really make the good partnership. Part of me really wishes I cut Watt now. Never mind. We all make mistakes. No, I said did you misheard what I said? I said he's going to make a great partnership with Ethan Kai, not against him. They're going to play together. We're going to have 2 great leggies. Come on. It's going to be great. Although maybe he'll replace him in the championship. Maybe. Budget tight to get minimum 20 players. Might need a few. Yep, that's true. We've got a couple of 20k prospects we can grab around the parks. So that's not too bad. We're tempted to grab at the moment. Like, I don't know what to do about the keeping situation. Probably got to go for, like, Cracknell. Carl Tyson either scored, like, 5 runs or he got a 50. Nothing in between. Seriously. 37.5. 24, 23, 11. Safe to leave that alone. And Cracknell's under 20, like, average as well. And I believe his one days was good. And his T20 was good too. He only played 1 championship game. Mind you, he's not that good at it. The championship stuff. Bizarre, because his averages in the other 2 formats are actually worse than that. He seems very mid, but I honestly don't see a better option. The only better option we have is we go Lucas, who averages 27, 20, 36, and he's a young gun, but you're basically chucking in a young gun and saying, hey, you're our best player now. Or we go overseas, and I'm not really that keen to go overseas based on last season. The only person we could do that with, perhaps, as mentioned before, is Cleaver, who's 46. But we've already paid a lot of money around the place, so I don't know if we can afford him. Yeah, no, see, the problem with Fogden is he is a, you see how it says the glove and the bat? That's a part-time keeper. So he can keep. He shouldn't keep, though. He's not a full-time keeper. The keeper with the ball, like A. Lewis down here, is a full-time keeper. So if our full-time keeper goes down, Fogden can keep. But we really do need a full-time keeper, I think, to be a... Conway's considered part-time as well. Oh, that's strange, but okay. Apparently so. Cricket Australia's got some good depth. Yeah, they've got some good depth, yeah. He can keep quite well, but I'm not sure first class, etc. I want Fogden keeping if I can avoid it. So I want to try and stick with a full keeper. Long term, the only question is, how do I do that? I've got a couple of ways of doing that, as I said, and Cleaver could be one of them. Because he just... I mean, the one thing about Cleaver that I like is he just had a stellar year. That was a year and a half. My goodness me. This like... Does it get better than that? I mean, it can, obviously, but my goodness me, that's really good. The only youth keeper there was Lucas, and he averages 27, 36... 20. So that's 20 at 124, 27 at 52, and 36 at 80 strike rate. So that's like okay, but yeah, not really. It's okay for second 11, but not really good for the next stage up. Which is why Cracknell's probably our best bet. Has New Zealand got good depth in their first class level? If they decide to use it, yes. If as of currently, no, because they don't decide to use it. So what are you going to do? We're picking 30-year-olds plus, and we decide not to pick anyone less than that. But anyway, that's a different. That's a good topic for a different time. What's Welch's second, Lemon? No. Philippines. Philippines the same boat though. Funny enough. Oh, Cleaver's better in that front. 64, 50, 58. Check the keeper's second 11 stats. There's some guys that average really low, but they might have good second 11. I think I checked though, but not really. So like Cracknell. Okay, let's check the other ones. So Tyson's 33 at 42, 30 at 36, 37 at 35, 37 at 68, which is why we're looking at Cracknell. 34.9, 36, 30 at 64, which again, amusing that he's getting picked, but that's such as the bad keeper pool in England right now. 36 at 47, 33 at 53. Yeah, these are all real stinkers. I don't really know what to say. Okay, Ollie Robinson averages 50 in the the second second 11 one-day stuff. 34, 36, T20. Again, Cracknell's got the best. So if we're gonna sign anyone, it's probably Cracknell. Yeah, Cracknell can probably be a good backup. Or I just think we can give him a go, and if it doesn't work, we can turn to Fogden. I'd prefer not to, but it's either that or we go to Cleaver. It's one of those two options, basically. If we want to go Cleaver, we can. But the only problem is we're basically locking in and saying, oh, this is going to, we have to, like Jimmy Pearson. If he doesn't bat well, it's like, oh, we're going to have to keep going because we've got no other, we don't have there's no wiggle room, basically. Favorite New Zealand player of all time, but not in the modern era of the current New Zealand cricket team? Richard Hadley. Pretty easy, really. He was our best player by a mile. And Martin Crowe's up there as well. Both those two were world-class. Exceptional. Ooh, I could give him a low ball at 19. That's a real stretch, because he's like, yeah, it's a good point, though. 16, 3 years. Especially based on that, we could give him like a 1 year even. Like a real proper low ball. Nah, 2. Let's go 2. Easy to cut. Again, at 8k, he'd be easy to lose. We can lose 8k for, it'd be great if we get him if he does well, then it's like, well, we get him for an extra year at that price. Let's do that, yeah. So we've got 3 players who are willing to accept, I say willing to accept contracts, who are in the mix to accept contracts, who may or may not, depending on other bids from other teams. Brett Lee, yeah. Great fast bowler. Otherwise, I guess we just send it and see what happens. Yeah, Herbert's... Nah, not that. That's a no. We don't want to see Dennis leave either. Like Dennis is our other decent bat, but I think he's okay. I don't think anyone's going to grab him, so that's all right. I think we go on then. Let's see what happens. Fogden! Yes, Fogden! Let's go. Let's go. Span, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope the chores doing well. Yash. Currently, Derbyshire is the lowest placed team in county cricket. Weird. That's so strange. It's not like that's the case at all in our game. It definitely is. Yeah, so for some reason I can see that. Fogden is on board. Oh my. Oh, okay. So the only person we didn't get was Cracknell that round, which is shocking. We got the 2 other great youth players. Yes, how good is that? Oh, that is, yes, that's awesome. Fogden, one of our best bats that we've seen come through, and we've got Piers as well, one of the better fast bowlers. Nice. Okay, cool. How did CPL feel like? How did CPL feel like this? Feel like this time? Or how did it feel like this year? I didn't really watch it. I did see that the St. Lucia Kings won, though, which is the team I do support. So I was like, yeah, very nice. 11 years they've had to wait for that. Awesome. Shaheen and Rabada at Middlesex. They're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be very hard to beat. Alistair Cook did go. So did David Payne. So we're going to look for a left-handed bowler if we can. Oakes to Yorkshire. Briggs went away. Weaver, Newman, Dearden. Lavelle. Daniel Bell Drummond. Tom Curran. Bates, Evans. Finn Allen as a reserve. Harris. Janama Milan to Glamorgan. Biggest news of this so far. That's crazy. Lost Mason Crane. Not to be. Sadler went to Hampshire. Fair play. Part of me hopes he does well. The other part of me is like, hopefully he doesn't, because then that would justify me not cutting him. But anyway. Okay, Hooper. Alex Hales does go to Nottinghamshire, which probably costs them a lot of money. Okay, so all the bowlers just disappeared straight after. So, this is already pretty good here. This is already a much better contract than we've had in the past. And it's only been an hour. You swear you let go. You swear when you let go of someone, they play their best year. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I've done that before many a time. I'm okay. Part of me's okay with it because I'm like, look, they didn't perform under my leadership. Maybe under someone else's leadership, they do really good. But yeah. So, Billy Fogden. 52, 46, 26. Potential next big gun. Got him locked in. Good news is, don't have to stress as much about a keeper. We're already working on that with Cracknell, so that's job done. Secure that, locked away. Is Barber any good? No, definitely not. How is Cohen's second? Cohen's one of the few players whose second 11, honestly, is like way worse than his actual. Like, way worse. Opinions on India, Bangladesh. I didn't really see too much of it. New Zealand do have a really good squad, but at the same time, we don't use our depth of youth players at the moment. So, I don't know what's going to happen moving forwards. It looks like we're probably just going to end up with a bunch of 30-plus-year-olds, and then everyone's going to retire at once, and we're going to be left with a bunch of holes. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there. Ooh, do we reserve him or do we T20 only him? What do you think, Duck? Should we go, like, how should we work with, Benelli Pothas? T20? $12.5K. Reserve means they only play if someone's injured, yeah. The only good thing about having him as reserve is that your reserve has to be less than 42. And he is less than 42K. And he's basically a straight like for like. That's the only reason I like that. Otherwise, we'll have to look for a different reserve. But I guess that's not too bad. Like, it could be worse. Like, I'm sure there's some pretty good players on here. Jordan 21. Mujib's too expensive. So we're going to struggle to have a better reserve than Pothas. That's the only problem. The only reason I think he might be a decent reserve is because I feel like, weirdly enough, Adam could do well enough and get caught up for New Zealand. And then we're kind of stuffed. But I don't think so. I mean, there's only a chance of that, right? USA might one day become a cricket powerhouse. You never know. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with South Africa. They're playing, I guess, a sort of test lineup, so fair enough. Do your losing outside of World Cups. I think that's always advisable, and they seem to be doing that, so fair enough. No complaints there. Adamson's okay, having looked at him there. Do we pick Cleaver as well? What do you reckon about Cleaver? Yes or no, Duck? For a full overseas player. We could pick him for T20 only, but he would solve our keeper problem very well. Who else is going to be in high demand on this list, actually? Young's not getting a contract. I did watch the first game highlights. I haven't watched the second game's highlights, but yeah, we lost to Australia pretty big, so I guess no surprise, unfortunately. That's how it goes. Hopefully Test cricket doesn't die, but I can unfortunately see it. Have to wait and see, I suppose. 28, 42, 26. Eesh. He hasn't played this current year at all? What? Last year? He's just sat on the bench for 2 seasons straight? Okay, that's... Oh, he's not that great, to be fair. I thought his second was much better than that. I swear I've heard lots about him too, Matt Fisher, but anyway, we play on. Good T20 Archie Lenham, but 24.5 not worth it. We also probably should sign another... Oh yeah, we need to sign another... Oh dear. Any other important games going on? Not sure. Ooh. I might pick up Michael Neza. Oh, he'd be a really good reserve, actually. Yeah, why not? Good reserve. Yep. Less than my main player. We've got Pothas playing T20s. I think. Is he playing T20s? Yep. Cracknell. I think let's... Oh, wait. Is that all we can make? Okay, I think that's all we can make. Let's do it. Cracknell's in as the backup keeper. Pothas wants more for T20s. We can pay him... pay him an extra 10k. Okay, fine. 14.5. Extra 2k. So Buck's gone. Keegan's gone. Harry Kane's gone. Bartlett's gone. Adamson's gone. Damn it. 16k is quite good for Cracknell. Yeah, that's really nice. Lampard's gone as well. White was gone, but we'd already picked our keeper, so that's fine. Karuna Ratner is a reserve. Ngidi overseas. Mooney was decent. Brownlow was decent, and he's going back. Fair enough. And so, just looking at Pothas again. Dennis, at some point, is going to have to come into this lineup. I'm probably just going to give him a send in. What's his batting like, just strike rate-wise? He was okay. He hasn't played enough for us to call him a dud. He's also bowled and taken 4 wickets at 3.5. What happened? He got 4 for 15. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll bring him back. He bowls fast, right? Yeah, that's right. That's pretty funny. That's good. Oh. We could go for Wall. Good strike rate. No, he's the one who's bad. He's the, he should play playing the wrong role. Should be the bowler. Making an out team as a bowler, wouldn't he? So, yeah, I don't know where else to go from here, to be honest. I did see the Labuschagne field set up. Honestly, fair play. Marnus is going to think of some crazy stuff. I mean, his team was getting battered to the sheds and back, so fair enough. I think that was because Josh Inglis was hitting the ball so straight that he thought, you know what? I think there's a catching chance here. 70k, that's a lot. Mitch Stark, again, a lot. Are we crazy enough for Pat Cummins? Weirdly enough, he's 100% available, which is so strange. Mitch Marsh is not? Like, what's going... I think he's going to be not there, I don't think. I don't know why some of the bowlers and some of the all-rounders and stuff are not. Oh. IPL. Ah. So these guys aren't a part of IPL. Yet. Being the key word. Yeah. So do you think Pat Cummins is going to play IPL? Hang on. It doesn't say. He played English domestic cricket this year. Karen Comp? Did he play this year? No, not quite. I don't think it's about their international... Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's possible, yeah. Because, like, Stark and stuff are not there. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay. It's too much of a risk. I agree. So, should we go for Cleaver, then? Is Cleaver too much of a risk? NZC, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Is Cleaver too much of a risk? 46. We kind of got, like, 2 other keepers. We don't need Cleaver. We could just do him as a T20. What's his T20? Oh, 22.5. He doesn't know. But what he did do is last year, he cracked it. Literally everywhere around the park. He batted every bowler in New Zealand domestic cricket for fun last summer. So, that's the only reason we're looking at him. So, yeah, I don't know. Not sure what to do about that. Like, I want to use it. Like, he's got good form. So he could bring him in. But I don't know. Any other good overseas or good youth? Ooh, 44, 23. That's okay. It's not anything to really write home about though. Yeah. Billy? Probably should bring Billy back. He's good at 2 formats and did pretty decent in the T20 stuff, surprisingly. So I think another 2 years max. I might even actually just go the 1. I'm going to go the 1. Low risk option for Billy there and just see how he goes this year. I think we'll go with that. Otherwise, yep, Michael Neese is the backup. We do probably want 1 more all-rounder, actually. Our all-rounders aren't great. What have we got on this list, then? Not a lot. There's not a lot. Luke Holman's actually okay. He's a left-hander, too. We need a couple. I only play 1, though. I don't think I need more than 1. I don't play them very much, the all-rounders. I'm pretty poor at that. And that's mainly because it's kind of purpose-built. I don't like all-rounders that much. I think that they can be troublesome to manage. And they're either really good or really bad most of the time. And I don't like that. I think Donathy would be okay. Would be an interesting pick. He is kind of already in the game, though. I thought he was a youth, like a region player. Holman seems to be a good bowling all-rounder. That might actually be alright then. David Beddingham's gone. He's gone to Durham. I think, yeah, Durham signed him pretty early on. They were not letting him go. Not letting him out of their sight. 39 at 34. Holman's at 26. If anything, Holman might be the way to go then. His batting is really poor, though. But, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're either going to be bad at batting or bad at bowling. And I guess we'd rather take bad at batting than the bowling. And then hope his batting comes on, at least somewhat. He's nearly a bowler, honestly, Holman, if you look at it. He's averaging 18. Alton's averaging 18. I think he's new. I think he's a new player. Yeah, he didn't play the year before. So he got slapped, but did pretty good in the one-day stuff. Current year, again, he took lots of tap in the T20 stuff, but again, the one-day stuff, he was okay. Batting worse than Trent Bolts. Oh, dear. Yeah, he's a bowler then. So do we take Alton? Possibly? Maybe. The other person I'm looking at is Donathy, because he's not terrible. 40 at 7s. But, like, I feel like he's one of those players who's, like, he's kind of like Ben Stokes. Like, he's got a bit of both. You like Holman more than Alton? How much is he? Oh, I can't even take him this round anyway. Funny enough. Doesn't matter. So, okay, we can get rid of Dennis for now. I think. Oh, get rid of Billy. Billy's fine. We'll leave Billy out for now, and we'll go Holman. He's 31k. We'll go 2 years? 2 years. Couple of years. Give him a couple of... Actually, I might even give him 1. I just don't know. To be fair, he's pretty decent. We'll give him 2. He's decent. He has experience at first 11 level. He's done decent. So, you know what? We'll give him 2. I'm happy with 2. We're up to offered 69, so that's going to give us 110. We're going to get our squad size, though. That's the good news. Squad size is done. I've only just noticed something, Duck. At the top, we've got our reserve done. We're about to sign Pothas as our T20, but it says 1 of 3 overseas players. What if we go crazy? And this is crazy. We undo Pothas and we sign him full-time. And we have both Pothas and Adam. And we can't go wrong with that. Yeah, full-time Pothas. Yeah, okay, let's do it. It's like, it's double the price, but, like, it just guarantees that our bowling is going to be set this season. We are not going to bowl badly. Those two are basically just going to be knocking poles for fun all season long. Yep. Okay, we're just going to do it. Beautiful. He's in. Holman's in. Dennis is going to be our next youngster. He's in. And then we're going to grab Billy. We could grab 1 more overseas player. So we might even try and steal Cleaver. We'll see. Let's go with that, though. Okay, so Dennis... Oh, no! Okay, Dennis got more offers. Now, Dennis is from our team. Are we willing to let Dennis go? He's pretty decent. We've got some others. We've got Fogden and 1 more, I think, that we grabbed. Bouchard. Are we willing to let Dennis go, though? It is a lot. 26k. Oh, they went 26? We have to go 29 then. Yeah, that's more than Fogden. I'd say no. I think we let him go, which sucks, but that's how it goes. Like, he's good, but he's not that good. Like, we're not going to miss him that much. We're going to miss Fogden more than we're going to miss him. That's more than Pothas as well. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because, like, he's good long-term value, but I don't know. Like, you've got to... Like, he's not... It's not like he's got a second 11 average of 60. You know? He's got a second 11 average of 48. Like, next season, we could generate someone who's, like, twice as good as he is. And then we're all gonna be thinking, oh, well, Dennis, who's that Dennis bloke? It doesn't even matter anymore. So I'm actually gonna say no, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. So Holman's in, Pothas is in. I think it doesn't matter anyway, because I think it still waits till the next round. So, I don't think it matters just at this point in time. Lythe is done. We were looking at him at one stage. We haven't really considered him that much in the last few rounds. Jaya Wikrama, Somerset, Mamadullah, Josh Cobb, Barbara Azam, paid by Durham, who paid out the big bucks to Barbara Azam. Uzi's going to Worcester as well. Priest went to Essex with Adam Lythe. So we can technically actually have a look again. Like it doesn't actually go straight away. So you can see would have to offer 29, I think. I don't know. We have 121 left. Do I just, I've got 6 rounds left. I can lowball Dan Cleaver at 42? And then have 80 to play with. And really get some decent picks. It's not going to be good picks. We don't really have any other good picks around the place. The only problem is we're not going to play Cleaver though, really. Because if we play Cleaver, we can't play Pothas or Adam. Like, we can only play 2 in a lineup, 3 in a team. So we might be better off just going bowlers. And then going Cleaver T20? Maybe. I want to keep Cleaver in the system, though. Yeah, so we could go the bowlers, stick with the bowlers, and then we've got Michael Neeser as the backup, so we've kind of already gone that strategy, and then just click Cleaver as like a T20. And just lowball that a bit, so like 25.5. Do you want to check all-rounders in the domestic tab? These are the ones we've got here. All the good ones are really gone at this stage, so it's just down to what we've got here. I guess I can push combined. That might help. So, first class. Donathy hasn't played. Travascus. None of them are really that good. Like, I've heard of Rawlins before, but I don't think he's that good. Yeah, 22, first class. Yeah, decent T20 player when you strike at 137. Donathy also strikes at 135. So Laws and Nash, just for reference, 32, 39, 18, 47. How is he that terrible? That's crazy. How can you sign a player for a single format? Yeah, so Cleaver can't play tests, but the thing is, because we have 2 overseas players in Adam and Pothas right now anyway, as you can see here, highlighted in red, it means that even if we get Cleaver in as a full-time overseas player, he's going to sit on the bench. Whereas if we get Cleaver for T20s only, it means we can play both Adam, Pothas, and Cleaver in the lineup. Because I think you're allowed to play 3 overseas players in a lineup. Something like that, right? How many overseas are you allowed in the Blast, actually? Let me double check. T20 Blast overseas players cap. Oh, well, interesting then. Only 2 can play. So, we might not even bother. If we've gone Pothas and we've gone Adam, we either go all in on Cleaver, and he's there as an option, or we just don't bother. Because we're not going to be able to play him anyway. We've got our backup so that if one of these 2 go down, Michael Neese is going to step in anyway. It might actually be the most cost-effective thing to just actually say no to Cleaver this season. And just take the 2 keepers that we've got. Yeah. Fogden and Cracknell, and hope one of them pays off. We're gambling big time on both of them, but save the money. Okay. The question is, who do we go for now that we've got the money? We could... Okay, Billy's definitely one we're going to go for, I think, because he's just, like... He was really good last year, especially at the one-day stuff. First class, he could have definitely used more work, but T20s was surprisingly good in his 3 games. He'll be worth it when everyone leaves to the 100. So that he'll bring to the table. Otherwise, I'm struggling to see where else we kind of add to the squad here. Yeah, Dennis. maybe we actually, if we are going to save money on Cleaver, maybe we go for Dennis. I don't know, though. We've got a few other players who have a higher second 11 than he does. And Fogden is one of them. So I'm not that desperate for him. He kind of came from our system, which would be nice to keep, but at the same time, I just don't know if he's going to have that much of an impact. Part of me is actually just saying 29's not a lot, right? We're at the cap now, basically. Part of me's saying go for it and just see what happens. Adam Hose, is he any good? T20s, Adam Hose is great. He's playing in the 100, though, and his first class was abysmal. He didn't even play them this year. That's the other thing. 43, 35. So he's really kind of average. 22's okay, but not much to write home about. We're really scraping at, scraping for options here. Do we need another backup full-time keeper? We could. I don't think we do need one, but we could. Because we are really hoping that Fogden / Cracknell are going to work. So it wouldn't be a bad option. Peterson averages what? 31, 40, 427. Nah, strike rate's not great, though. Hasn't even scored a second 1100. Yikes. You reckon Cleaver full-time just in case? Well, I mean, we could. He's a lot of money. That's the only thing. But I don't really honestly see where else we're going to use the money at this stage. If we get Dennis, we get Billy, get Cleaver. That sorts our batting out. Yeah, I mean, we've still got another 25k left. We've got 2 all-rounders. Do we have a bowler that can step in if we have to play Cleaver? I mean, yes, we've got Piers. We've got Scrimshaw, Connor, and Lyman. So we've got quite a few pace bowlers already. And especially when you consider we're going to play Kai / Watt, we're literally looking at only needing 3 seamers, essentially. We might need a seamer all-rounder. What does he pay? Donathy, 18k. We could just pay Donathy 18k, for example, and he'd cover our seam bowling all-rounder option. And we're kind of set. We're kind of there. I think we do that. Yeah, so I reckon we do that. We're lowballing Cleaver so he won't accept. Yet. Dennis, we'll see if he accepts. And Billy will be good. No, we're just gonna do contracts. We're gonna see if we're gonna have enough time to do the Southern Brave as well. There's a whole bunch more to do with that. Donathy is a shout? Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, Billy's in. Dennis is back. Okay, so Cleaver's like, no, and that's fair enough. So that gives us about 24, 22 or something. Peterson's gone. I don't think anybody else on that list we even really cared too much about. Munners is up there, fair enough. Those are for the teams that can afford to have those overseas players. Right now, we're just not in a position to do that. We need to start winning competitions to get more money, and then we can... it kind of works in that way, this game. When you get more money, you can basically do more things with that money. So we're offering up... Well, actually, what we can do is just offer Cleaver his full amount now, and then that will be fine. I actually think that's good enough. what that does is it keeps our youth budget high. It keeps our squad looking as good as it's going to get, I think, for what we saw. I didn't see many big players. I was kind of expecting like a, you know, I don't really know what to, like what a good example would be, I guess, like an Ollie Pope or a good England player, but none of them were really on this list at all. So we've kind of had to make do with what was here. But I think we've done a pretty good job. We've got Adam and Pothas, who are brilliant pickups. Cleaver on the bench, who's going to be fantastic, should he need to step in. Covered our keeper hole very nicely. Our all-rounder hole is always going to be there. Michael Neeser is a backup. I mean, our bowling is already hugely improved with just 3 of these players down the bottom here. They're all going to be great. Great recruits. And our batting should be a little bit better with the addition of like people like Fogden and Dennis on a full-time basis, who we know is good because two other counties went for him. Let us do that. Thank you. Right, we've done it. Overseas, David Miller. Adam Hose does go to Northants, fair enough. Tyson ends up going to Warwickshire. Good luck, guys. He's not very good. Wiggins went to Leicester as well. So let's take a look what everyone else is going to do. Didn't even see Baldwin's name on the list, but there you go. McSween, Rasi. Carter went. Kushar Pereira, Glenn. Shamar Holder, Lucas. And last round, nobody picks up. 2.5 salary for me. Now, everyone. I don't know how much time we have left. But we could play the Southern Brave contracts as well. What do we think? Yes or no? Leave that to next time. Go now. The thing with those contracts is we know now there's a cap. There's a player cap. So we can't actually take that long to, like, go through it. I reckon we go for it, I think. I've actually done the cut list already. It's right here with me. So we're going to be cutting Sean Abbott, Rehan Ahmed. Tim David was terrible, for us at least, on 38k. We actually might keep him, actually, on 38k. Well, it depends. It's got to be... We're very good at picking cheap players, but the problem is we only get 1 million. But you can only pick 15, I think. So you have to pick a good 15. You can't mess it up. So, I think we can do this. I'm going to save again, just in case. Upload to the Dropbox. Ethan Kai for Southern Brave. Let's see if he's on the list. He wouldn't be a bad option. Because we're looking for a spinner, actually. Okay. Let's do it. Here we go. So... Stubbed. Oh, okay, no, it's fine. Okay, we're good. I was worried that Stubbs' salary went way through the roof. It went up by 5,000. We can afford to pay that. We're good. Oh, does Jofra Archer really have to be my icon? I don't want him to be. It's not fair. Who else are we looking at here? He was on my cut list. Genuinely, Jofra Archer was on my cut list. Icon means he is your free England contracted player. Yeah. I don't want him to be here, but he is, okay? So we're just going to roll with that. We are cutting Rehan Ahmed. We are cutting Emerson. And we're cutting White. Brilliant. The other 2 players are Abbott and David Butcher over here. So, Abbott is asking for the same. We could consider that. Tim David's asking for 100,000 big ones. See ya, Timmy. Go play for another team, mate. You're going to probably do well against us, but anyway. Finn Allen asking for 59. Is 100% available. Is he? Current year? Ooh, he didn't play many games for New Zealand. So the answer is yes. He is available. Catch it to me. Do we pick up Finn Allen? Thoughts? Maybe we actually just let him go and see what else is out there. I think that's probably the best bet with most of the overseas. The only player I'm willing to give grace here is my guy, Tristan Stubbs, who's a machine, who averages 47 at 159 this year. He was tremendous. 39 at 163. Brilliant. What was Finn Allen? Finn Allen was only asking for 56 last year. Now he's asking for 59. What was he actually averaging? That's a very good point. Current year. So I think he played... Current comp. He played 2 games for us and did great, actually. He was pretty good. You know, averaging 39, striking at 173 in his 2 games. I don't think he actually... I think he left us. I don't think he got injured. I think he actually did leave us to play for New Zealand. So that availability may or may not be right. So it says squad size minimum 16, but I don't think that's right. I think it's saying squad size 16, full stop. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're adding Stubbs to the squad, 9. And we're getting... Well, I haven't cut Finn Allen off my list, but yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, we're absolutely getting Timel Mills. He was fantastic for us last year. He was brilliant. Yeah, 12 August 15. Brilliant. Thank you. Tick. Next. Don't worry about it. Dan Moriarty's a good pick, but he's not a great pick. You know? He's okay. So I'm happy to let him go. Garton was trouble because he was expensive. So we could let him go to see what else is out there. For cheaper than last year as well. Who is? Oh, yeah, Mills. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy good. Heck yes. So, other than if we want Garton, Moriarty, or Finn Allen, I think we'll let them all go and then see what's in the pool. I've always been scared in the past, like, that if you don't sign them here, they don't end up in the next tier. The next round of contracts. And whilst that's happened in the past to me sometimes, more recently it seems to be happening more and more often where they actually do get pulled into the current year, and then it gives you, like, another shot of, like, okay, do you want them this year? And then, okay, maybe next year they disappear or whatever. So, I think we're actually going to be more comfortable just picking Stubbs and Mills, the guarantees, and then seeing what else is out there, I think, with the extra 400k that we're going to get. We can only buy, after all, I think, 5 or 6 more players. So, it's basically 6 divided by about 500. So, it's quite a bit, actually, each player. It's nearly 100k each player. It's probably like, I don't know. I can't do maths. So I think that's the play. Let's do that. Let's let Garton go and then see. But I think Garton's a player that I like or have liked, but last comp he did a lot better than this comp. So it's tricky. 20 at 8.69. Last year was 28 at 8.75. So, I don't know. We'll let him go. We'll let him go for now. Let him go. Yeah, let's let him go. Stubbs is good. Mills is good. Okay. Here we go. Right, so we're going straight down to the bottom, right? He's on the list. He's on the list, everyone. He's on the list. He's here. He's here. He's here. We can sign him. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I fully expected him not to be on the list. But he is. Oh, I should have cut Alex Lee. Oh, I forgot about cutting Alex Lee's. Because he's not available. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, great. So all my players are playing in England. Oh, fantastic. Why did I do that? He's not. Well, you say he's asking for quite a bit, but the pricing is quite different in the 100 to domestic, I think. You get a lot more in the 100. So yeah, 49 is actually not too bad. We're taking it. I mean, he's not... Like, his stats are not the best. T20s is actually okay, though. And he got much better this year than he was in his first year. His first year was a little bit more of a struggle. So, let's give him a go. We've dropped Matt White. That works out for us. Beautiful. I kind of wish I cut a couple more players now. And Lee's. Maybe Overton just because of the availability, but never mind. That's okay. Oh, hello. Glenn Phillips, my guy. What's good? Oh, yes. This is why you've got to wait to the second round. There's some good players here. Oh, my gosh. There's some really good players here, everyone. So, let's go down the list. T20 only, of course. Let's actually pull out the combined list, I guess. That would be better. Ignore price for now. So, 85 at 163. Actually, who's got the best second 11 stuff? Carlson? Wilson? No, we've seen Wilson. We don't need to see that again. Jennings is okay. Alex Hales? We can get for 100 if we want him. We already have lots of opening bats, though, so we don't want to do that. We need some middle order players. Also, are we good on a keeper? Yeah, Stubbs. Not a problem. All-rounder, we might want to replace Garton. Thompson's even more expensive at the ball, actually. We do have Pears on this list. Oh, what do we think? Pears? Oh, what is this? Muddy? Oh, he goes up, though. He goes up. Whereas Pears does not. Pears goes 17, 19, 20. Okay, barely up. He goes 20 with the bat as well. Wait, signed Adams as the bowler as well? Surely not. Who is on this list? Okay, Adams is not on the list, but... Pat Cummins is on here, though. We can afford Pat Cummins, right? Is he going to be a free for the 100, though? I don't think he is. This is the problem. Like, I don't think the game's very good at giving you overseas backups. Like, if someone gets taken, you just kind of have to deal with it. Hayden Kerr is on here for 100k as well. Oh, gosh. There's some good players. We've got some really, really big names on here. Oh, my gosh. You've got Travis Head, Conway, Supples on here, averaging 52. Glenn Phillips, of course. Oh, my gosh. Malinga's averaging 31, second 11, so that's pretty good. Kazmi's averaging 56. I don't even know where to start. Okay, what do we need? Middle order batters. That's pretty easy. Dennis is on here again. But I don't think he's going to stack up that well against these other players, though. No, Kieran Carson's terrible. Didn't convert at all. So we got rid of Emerson, but believe it or not, he's actually, like, decent. It's really hard to look past Hales, though. We could actually just bat Hales at 3. Like, Hales is a good pick. He's... How old is he? 34. He's still got a couple of good years. Yeah, he is old, but he does have a couple of good years before he goes downhill. Real downhill. Yeah, true. Roundtree. I've seen him. Hang on. What's his second limit like? Whoa! Oh, Roundtree's pretty good as well. Oh my gosh, Roundtree's really good. We've got some good picks here. If I was smart, I would, like, I know I want Piers because he's averaging 17 and a half going at 7s. But if I'm really smart, I don't pick Piers because he can play in the one-day format or the one-day cup for us, the Royal London Cup. If I pick him here, he has to play for Southern Brave. And we've already lost a few of our players to myself, aka Ethan Kai. So I kind of don't want to do that. I also think I want Garton back. I don't like the look of these other players. Actually, having said that, I do like the look of Hayden Kerr. I just don't know how available / unavailable they're going to be, which scares me. Okay, so I reckon first round, we just go, let's go Kai and Roundtree first round. That gives us great bowling. Sorts our spinner out. It kind of means, though, if we get Roundtree. There's some ridiculous bowlers. Like, Muddy's on here as well, and he's really good. What's going on? Wow, they're both under 6 runs and over in second 11. It's crazy. But, yes, Roundtree's better. So we're going to stick with Roundtree. But that means we're going to have 5 pace bowlers. And without Garton. Which might mean we need an all-round spinner. I don't know what to do about that. Jadeja? For a year? He's a good T20 bowler. Satner or Wasim? Mitch Satner is more expensive than Jadeja. Wasim is 72. He's not contracted at all, so Wasim would be a solid pick for sure to get. Like, yeah, if we wanted to guarantee that they would never play internationally, Wasim would be a good option. Because he's not picked up. Like, the other two you can see are potentially away. Akshar, okay. See, Ravi Jadeja's potentially away for internationals. Yeah, so do you think Wasim? Is Wasim worth 72? I think we've done a good job here, though. We've really shored our bowling up. So how many... This is going to push us to... Probably not. The only thing I like about him is he's really economical. Like, he's going at 6 runs per over. And this current year, he's still going at 6 runs per over. And, in fact, in real life, he's still playing the 100, I believe. So, that's the only thing I like is, like, he's actually still doing good. Having said that, he's also playing for Pakistan. But how... So, he's not gone... How much has Satner played this year? Okay, a lot. How much has Jadeja played this year? Okay, he's going to play a lot as well. So, none of these... Sorry, what? Sorry, what? What? He hasn't played this year for India once? That's from April to September. He's not played once. Okay. I guess we're going Jadeja and hoping for the best. If this game stitches me up, I swear, I'll come at you, game. Got a lot of reason to not like that, but anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do then, Jadeja's going to be in. Ethan Kai, spin bowler. Roundtree, pace bowler. We're going to pace it up. We're going to knock over pretty much everyone. There it is. Ethan Kai's in. Roundtree's in. Jadeja's in. So Markram's playing for the Invincibles. Pollock for the Invincibles. Laurie Evans. Matt Parkinson. That's a good pick. For the Manchester Originals. Ollie Pope. Osh Fire. David Miller. Noor Ahmad. Virat Kohli. Matthew Wade. Liam Livingston. Chris Wokes. Matt Fisher. So weird he's playing 100 cricket but not playing. Yep. Ethan Kai. He's in. He's in. Cobain to the Rockets. Okay. Dad Milan. Luke Wright's still playing. That's crazy. Potts. Cool. So we've got 16's the minimum we need to get to, but I think that actually might be the maximum we need to get to, not the minimum. I don't know. Can someone actually go back to their replay of the stream before where I showed the squad and perhaps check? Hang on. I might be able to Google it. Player squad cap. It says 15. Each squad comprises 15 players with a maximum of 4. So we have to assume 18 players is max? Is that what we got last year? So 15 in real life. Is it 18 in the game? Is that what it was last game, Ben? Can you just check for me? If that's the case, we have a little bit of room then. Still got 2 overseas players to pick. Pat Cummins is so tempting too, but we don't know if he's going to be free or not. Adam Milne would be okay, because we know he's not going to play for New Zealand, right? Nope. Dennis would be okay, but again, not really too bothered. Who's Martin Bates? It's 22. It's 6'11". It's pretty good. 27 at 150, and his T20 is 29 at 164. A lot of not outs though, but he scores decent T20 runs. I just don't know who. That's pretty decent as well. 19 years of age, 38 at 123. What's his second 11? 28. No, it's terrible. 21 at 4, 114. Nope. It's hard to like pick players based on the second 11 because it doesn't really work as well in T20s, I don't think. Let's go batting only. Oh, gosh. His price just went up big time. Alex Hales. Fall off. Yeah, everyone falls off. Yeah. That's sorry. Yep. I understood what you're saying. Yep. Yeah, 100%. Everyone just falls off. So it's hard to just pick players when it's like, you just don't know. Has he played for us, Emerson, or not? So, yeah, he did okay. He wasn't really amazing, but good strike rate. Just hard to call that, like, a massive win. Lewis Gregory could be someone we could pick up. Only thing is, I don't like Lewis Gregory's bowling, but I love the all-round element that he provides. How's Jacob Bethel in the game? Current year? No. Person combined. No. Oh, he's terrible. He's terrible. In real life, I absolutely would have taken Jacob Bethel because he's a gun, but no. Here, not the same. Who's the most aggressive middle order player we can get from the overseas? Hitmeyer, maybe? Wow. Funny enough, it's Tim David. Josh Inglis would be a good one too. Very costly though, a lot of these players. Philippi would be okay. But again, I think he's got to open. Alex Davies. He was okay. I could have cut him. I wasn't sure. I think he did enough this year to kind of stay. Not for us, though, I don't think. But, yeah. And for us, he struggled a little bit more. But for his county, he did good. So it's hard. Like, I couldn't cut him fully yet. Our bowling's going to be so good. between, like, well, I say Archer, but, like, Mills, Overton, Kai, Roundtree, Jadeja, bowling sorted. We just need to find a way to bat in this competition from here, and it's just... I don't really know where to go, to be honest. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to look. I think actually I'm gonna go Lewis Gregory. I'm gonna try Lewis Gregory and see how that works. Oh, they're low balling Garton? The thing I like about Garton is his left-hander. Should we go Garton instead of Gregory? I think Gregory's going to say no to us, whereas Garton would say yes to us. Okay, let's go Garton. So that's sorted. Honestly, we're just looking for batters. We could go... Who's this? Oh, is this someone different? Abdul Samad Ali. Nah, strike rate's not good enough. We need a good strike rate, I think, here. So Hitmire would be an interesting one. Weirdly enough, as I've mentioned, Tim David would be pretty tempting because we need someone in the middle order who's going to just whack it. But he's terrible this year. He sucked so bad. Why did he suck so bad? Oh, look at that. That's atrocious. 12 at 127. I can't trust that for 100k. What if I pay him 100k and he does that? I don't know what to do. Chris Iyer was, I think, away. Current year for Ben McDermott. Wow, he was really good. 35 at 149. Any help from Duck? Any suggestions? Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna pick some good players who's gonna strike it well in the middle. Stubbs is gonna be good, obviously, for that reason. Davies and Vince will set us up. We could probably use one more slow bat, actually. One more slower anchor would be okay. So let's try and pick someone high average. Because someone high average here would be okay. Like a number 3-ish. Emerson again would be a decent pick if we're looking strike rate. Wouldn't be the best pick, but would be a decent pick. Okay, let's actually go current year and see if anybody's standing out. Lewis Hill, surprisingly. No suggestions up to me. Oh dear. Well, this is going to go well then. Weird. Part of me goes back to Lewis Gregory. He strikes at 140 and still offers us another option with the ball. I mean, I can see if he's going to accept. Oh, the problem is they're both going to go. I was going to go wait for Garton to see if he's going to accept, then go back to Gregory, but they're both going to go. So maybe we wait on Emerson, see if we get them both, and then we'll see. Because I like the thing about Gregory is I don't need him, but he kind of offers me a good option in them just as a batter even. Just as a batter who's going to strike it. And again, if Jadeja happened to be away, we wouldn't lose out. I don't know, actually. I feel like if we're going to get Garter, we don't need him. I know. Also, what I actually should be doing here is picking an overseas in case I miss out. I don't want the cap to accidentally be 15. And then the game basically just shuts me out and says, hey, you're done. You're done, son. So that would not be good. Rusty van der Dusen striking at 140 this year. He's a good, like, he's got a good T20 average, Rusty. That's the thing I like about him. And he bats in the middle. Wait, what's your second? It's really bad strike rate, but Supple's got a second 11 average of 50. I think I found my anchor. I found my anchor. At number 3. I found my anchor. Everybody else is now going to strike it. He's my anchor. He's going to bat through. Our whole team bats around him. We've got Whiteley who wants to whack it. Hunt who wants to whack it. Davies, Vince, and him are the 3 anchors. Everyone else is going to whack it. I love it. Garton's in. Supple's in. Sign me up. Thank you. Gregory's gone. Moriarty's gone, but that's fine. We weren't going to grab him anyway. Atkinson, Higgins, Swindles. Muddy's gone, but again, we weren't going to get him anyway. Bethel, fair enough. Emerson. Was he a player we were going to pick up? Maybe. I don't think so, though. It could be. That would be bad. Oh, I think it was. Oh, no way. I think they stole my player. Damn, okay. That's okay. We've got some other good picks, to be fair, as well. Smash the ball 11. Well, it's more like smash the ball 5. It's like the middle 5 is smashing it. The top 3 are, like, working it round. Oh, weirdly enough, I was wrong in this case. Because it looks like we've seen no sign of Finn Allen, who's like, oh, you don't offer me a contract? I'm out of here. So he's gone. 139. We'd love to spend about 60 or something on 60 something on someone, and then see if we can pick up any more, like a couple more picks for like 40 or something around the grounds. Phillips again. It's hard to go past Phillips as a good T20 player. Like, he is a gun. 30.59 striking at 145. What's he doing this year? 36 at 162. He would offer us... I know he bats opening, but he could definitely bat 4 and smash it behind, like with Stubbs behind him. How many can you have in a... You can only have 3 in a XI though, right? But we're thinking that Jadeja might not be free. How much has Phillips played for New Zealand, actually? Quite a bit. So it's going to depend as well if he's going to be available. I know he is, yeah. In this game, he's not very good, though, because it's 2 games out of date. So, yeah, I did look at him, though, because I like the look of... I like the look of Bethel in real life. Rusty didn't play much, so I could pick him up. Any suggestions here, Duck, for bats? Who wants to... I guess we're still looking for smack bats, though. So, like, Rusty wouldn't be the greatest for that reason. Phillips would be. Zaman is getting an offer. I think we go Phillips. Stubble's not playing for New Zealand yet, so that's fine. Worst case, if New Zealand have a tour and Supple gets picked, we're kind of screwed. Glenn Phillips can smack, so I think we go Glenn Phillips. And we do go Glenn Phillips. Glenn Phillips is in the side. Yes. Glenn Phillips in green, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So that gives us 68. I think from here we get 2 more players, if you guys are right. If our research is correct. Is Linsott he's a good T20 spinner and was decent this year. He's cheap as well. Why not? And Oliver Robinson we could pick, but he's not going to be available, really. Neither is... I don't even know who I was talking about. Stone, I think. Yeah, that's right. I just kind of skipped on before I could finish my own sentence. I could pick Pierre. Lintott would give us the final spin option just in case Jadeja bails out. We've got we're really relying on Malinga, Jadeja and Garton though. So maybe we pick one more all-rounder just in case. Weirdly enough, we can pick Alton. James Coles is actually okay. What's his second 11 like? A current year. Okay, second 11. T20 second 11. Bowling. Combined. It's 8. It's not bad. I am tempted. Alton is not playing either. Current year. Oh, current year. Sorry. 49 at 8.86. So, yeah, what do you think, Duck? We've got between Alton and, like, Coles, I guess. We're just trying to pick, someone who's basically just going to fill the gaps. I don't know if we've got enough batters in the side, but I think we're going to be okay on that front, I think. I think we're just about going to be. Yeah, that's true. Who else do you think we could go for? Because weirdly enough, his economy of 7.65 in T20s is better than everyone else going around. I don't know, it's a small sample size, but still. Patterson White. He's actually pretty good. 33. He plays for Notts. Current year. That's actually not half bad. You're actually right, yeah. What's his price, though? That's the only problem. That's not a problem. Oh, yes. Okay. There you go. Look, you can see you're only allowed 18 players in your squad. So, last minute, we've stolen Lintott as the backup spinner. And we've got Patterson White as well, if we need. So, we've got... Honestly, we're kind of covering ourselves here. We've got a couple of spin options. We've got, what, 3 or 4 now? 3. Well, 3 without Jadeja. So 4. Got Seamers very well covered there. And we're really, honestly, just going to hope we can bat. Fingers crossed. The batting can go okay. I really wish I didn't go Alex Lees and kept him in the side because he didn't really become available. So that could bite us. It really could. I'm not looking forward to that. And perhaps, actually, part of me is actually saying we pick one of these two. And we ditch the other one. If we're going Ethan Kai, maybe we actually don't pick Patterson White. And then we try and pick a batter. I'm getting scared that we're not going to be able to compete with, we don't have that much batting depth. Whereas the bowling depth is okay. So let's leave Patterson White alone. Lintott is actually decent. That's the thing I like about him. I was going to but we've got good bowlers, though. I think we're going to be okay without Lintott, actually. I think we're going to go Patterson White. I think I'm going to get rid of Lintott. I like Lintott. I really do. He provides something different, but I think we're going to be okay without him. Whereas I'm not sure we're going to be okay without Patterson White. I'm not sure. Okay, let's try and pick one more batter. Okay, brilliant. And you know what? We can just pick Dennis if we really want to. He's got a good second 11. Can we find anybody else who's close? Justin Adamson's played really well to start his career, just at 18. But he's an opener. Who else was really good down here? I think someone played a decent amount of games, right? Who had played a decent amount of games? Denny, 38 at 123. But Adamson's done well. Adamson's aggressive as well. So many of our players are openers. It's quite frustrating, actually. I think we've tried Dennis. Dennis isn't even playing for us, is he? Oh, no, he is. Okay. Okay, don't do it. All good, Duck. I think we're just going to wrap up. I'm just going to pick one more batter here, but thank you for your input. Hopefully the team can put together some good performances and we can really see a good turnaround here. But yeah, all the best. Take care, and we'll see you next stream. Yeah, take care. Anmol, Sharma, welcome, welcome. Reckon Bates? Oh, Bates was the one that was doing good, actually. You're right. 27 at 150. Oh, he's too expensive. I can't go Bates. He's too expensive, unfortunately. Can go Adamson or Dennis. This year? Oh, he's averaging 23. Not worth it. $24 at 139. Too expensive. We've only got 30 odd left, so that's why I'm trying to like figure it out here. Nope. No, too expensive. Okay, so further down's worse. So it's basically between Dennis. Hang on. No, even then. Too expensive. It's basically between Dennis, Will Bond, who's averaging 30. He's averaging 36, though. That's quite good. It's just we don't know if he's any good yet. That's the only problem. And he's part of our team as well. So he might be terrible. That's the problem. Okay, let's try and look at T20 then. Who's got the best who looks good right now then? 29 at 164. He's too expensive. Yep. I guess Adamson. 85 at 163. But he's an opener again. I think let's just stick with Dennis. We know Dennis. It's really going to screw Derbyshire over, though, but... Yep, we're going to do it. Actually, I don't want to screw Derbyshire over. I might pick Adamson, then. It's just so many openers. It's crazy. Come on. There's got to be a... No, there's really not. Like, Bates is our best bet. Weaver's pretty good, but he hasn't kicked on so far. Terrible in the T20 stuff, and we can't back that right now. Alright, let's pick Adamson, I think. Let's leave Dennis alone. Let's go Adamson. It just means that Derbyshire is actually going to do okay, I think. We're kind of leaving money on the table, but... I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. Going to let Dennis go. He's really good, though. Oh, stuff it. Derbyshire will figure a way out. It's only the one-day cup. It's only the one-day cup. Let's get Dennis on board. Let's reduce his payday by 1 and then get him on board. Okay. Yes, Dennis is good. All right, everyone. We are officially done. Just going to see what everyone else does. Vote and selected. Oh, well, you said risking Adamson smart, and I just picked Dennis. What I did want was, I just didn't, like, he's good. He's played 2 games and he's really good, but I actually think it's better I just go Dennis, because, like, he seems more secure in his second 11 stats, whereas Adamson looks like he's going to average out a little bit more. That's the only reason I went that. Do I regret it? Possibly. I mean, I'm really hurting my one-day cup chances, I guess, now, but, we survived last year. We can survive again. So we'll see, I guess. All right, we're processing. Fingers crossed the game goes okay here. Come on, game. I believe in you. I guess there's a lot to process. 8 teams. Okay. Continue. I think we just push continue for now. Playing the winter matches. Fingers crossed we don't have a whole lot go wrong in the winter for us, and everything goes okay. Australia beat India in the final. Again, I think. Well, that's tough. Australia win another World Cup. Just as they did in real life. Damn it. One can dream that that result would change. Never mind. New Zealand beat India in a test match. Oh, that was at home, though. No, it wasn't? I can't remember. And then we lost by 1 wicket. Tough. Through to the next year. 2024, which is the current year in real life, of course. Season 3 of this career mode. And we really do hope that this side's a new look side. I think it is. We'll see. New Zealand beat Australia. Oh, and then they beat us. We'll take a 1-1. Oh, there's a third test match. Oh, they beat us. Oh, well, that's frustrating. Lost the series 2-1. We would 1-0 up. Okay. Here are the top run scorers for the season. It was honestly a season to forget for us. So, I'm not going to look too much into that. But yes, highest score. Underwood, 166. Connors, most wickets. Grimshaw, best bowling. I'll just kind of scroll through it very quickly. I think I might have gone through it already on the other channel. Oh. I didn't think about this. I'm going to say no. I want to try and succeed first here, but that's crazy. I forgot that we get 3 seasons in and this happens. So Kent. I don't know what excellent means, but okay. We would like to offer you to move to South Africa. We're going to push continue. We have done a lot of setup for this team. It'd be such a raw, bad idea to move now. All right, everyone. That is going to be the end of today's stream. Thank you all for your input into the contracts. Here is the final team we've got going here for Derbyshire. Some good additions. Adam and Pothas especially. Still got Kai in the mix, who's now playing for the Southern Brave. All great stuff. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like as Josh joins last minute. Sorry, Josh. A lot happened there, Josh. You did miss out. That's all right. I will see you all next week for another stream, which I think will be back with the South African T20 stuff. So hopefully we can lift our first Cricket Captain Championship, believe it or not. But yeah, as always, everyone, thank you for the stream. Take care. Have a great week. And until next time, thank you for watching.